Hi, Mrs. Sanchez. This is Matthew Flynn, and this is my portfolio. This first part is for palabras, and this is the alphabet part. I'm starting at C right now because that's just how I started. A and B are in the back. We'll get to those. Here's the first page of C. You can see I just grouped a lot on the front. The second page, I didn't get anything on that because I put so much on the first one. Here's D. Kind of same story. I didn't find a lot inside of all pages for D. Here's E. There's F. There really wasn't a lot for G at all. Here's H. Here's I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. I'm just gonna get one video. U. V. With the switch. Nothing for W. Or X. Here's the ones that were included for Y. Few, but at least something. Z, of course, there's no words for Z in the all pages. And here's the A, like I had mentioned. There's a lot of A's. And then there's B. And now we're about to go to the second section of my portfolio, which is the estructura. For that, I chose to kind of create like a diagram for like the letters of the alphabet and how they sound and like the sounds they make and like the hard versus soft pronunciations of them and all those things. So here's A through T. That's one page. Here's the rest of it. And this is like my notes to myself about how to use these words and how to pronounce them. Well, not use the words, how to use the letters and the sounds they make. And then here I start the numbers and kind of go through the systems of the numbers and how they work and make my own numbers and examples to kind of like keep track of that. There's the same thing, numbers continued. I went up to the thousands and then up to the tens of thousands and so on. And then I went over the days of the week right there, all the days of the week to keep track of that, the times of days and the seasons in Spanish. Then on this page, I did subjects and pronouns and how they're used, like yo, to, nosotros, and nosotras, and all those things, the rules that go behind them, and what kind, like first, second, or third person, masculine and feminine. And here's some of the definite/indefinite articles from one of the pages. Here's just some notes about the words and how they're used. And when you use them, like usted is like showing respect, and vos is just like in other countries. And now 2 is like the most used Spanish one. Yet again, like masculine and feminine pronouns. Some more of that on this next page. Then some examples I wrote out about how to use these. Like what you would say to an old lady that would need help putting away groceries in Spanish, and etc. And then this is another example of using like the indefinite and indefinite articles from the pages. And then here's some rules that I had written down about how like some feminine singular nouns have the singular masculine definite and indefinite articles along with them, and how they go back to plural or feminine when they're plural from like el to las, and why that is. Here's some qualities of people. I thought this was important. I wrote like what they'd be called in Spanish or how they would be known. And here's some plural and singular nouns and rules that kind of govern them, the ones that I had trouble with and wanted to remember. And then here's some other rules. This will be page 7 of the Estructura part of this project. And that's like adjectives that end in E, ista, and like the rules that go along with them, like except for nationalities and that. And then, yeah, again, these are just things I thought was important from all the learning, like reviewing. And I think they helped me retain my knowledge more so with the rules, more or less. And that's that for the Estructura section. And sadly, due to the Wi-Fi thing that I was telling you about earlier, I wasn't able to do Vita, and I hope you can still grade this assignment. I worked really hard on the 2/3 of it that I did do, and I hope you like it. Thank you.